let's talk real briefly, because I know that we've got to get on to life insurance as well, but the differences between the two types of long-term care insurance really that are out there, the traditional coverage, and then what has become increasingly more popular, a life insurance policy with a chronic illness rider.
So we will talk about both of those. I definitely, based on personal experience, have a preference between them. But we will talk about them and determine what is the best fit for you. And I think that's what you're going to find at Gen Wealth, regardless of what your situation is. We're always wanting to be sure that it fits for you. My mom has a traditional long-term care policy because at the time that she got coverage, really that was the only option that was out there. But a lot of people didn't get those types of policies because frankly they looked a little expensive when people started going to get the coverage. And so the situation is with a traditional long-term care policy, if mom needs care, then it's a reimbursement type of situation. So my brother and I will go through and pay the bills, and then we'll get a reimbursement after we document that with the insurance company. It's also, if she passes away from, let's say, a heart attack and doesn't ever need the care, she's just gone, then there's not going to be a payout from that traditional long-term care insurance policy, because it is for care either in the home or in a facility, but it's not going to be if there's an immediate passing. And so the industry began to realize that people were not getting enough coverage. They weren't covering the need of long-term care. And so, Tony, they began to put together this melded product, if you will, where really it's a life insurance policy, but it has a rider on it to cover extended care needs. And so, like I was talking about in the reimbursement situation that my mom has, these types of policies will just pay out. Once you can't do two of the activities of daily living, they just start sending a check. You can use it to pay somebody to mow your yard if you need to. It doesn't have to be for care. And also, if you pass away from a heart attack, since it is a life insurance policy, it's going to pay out then. And, you know, Scott, we talked about earlier that we don't really believe you need life insurance your entire life.
Right.
This is different because it's making sure that this policy is going to pay. It's not for the purpose of replacing your income, but it is, hey, if I'm going to pay in a premium, I'd like for me or my heirs to get something out of this.
You're purchasing coverage in a traditional policy, right, that may or may not ever be needed. But in this scenario, I like to talk about it in terms of you're buying a pool of money. On day one, you're paying a monthly premium that's going to purchase a pool of money, and that pool of money is going to come to you one way or the other.
Right, and that's definitely probably a better feeling for, trying to get people to get the coverage. They don't feel like it's a use it or lose it scenario. One way or another, that money will come back and be useful for their family.
Want more content like this delivered to your inbox weekly? Visit fastest4.com to learn more.